If your shower still looks dirty 2 days after you clean it, this might be the reason, and almost nobody talks about it. Quick question. Have you ever scrubbed your grout until your arm hurt, stepped back feeling proud, and then a week later those dark lines are back like they never left? Yeah. That's not because you're bad at cleaning, it's because most of us were taught the wrong method. And what I'm about to show you isn't a hack. It's based on actual building science and recommendations from US industry groups like the EPA and the Tile Council of North America. But there's one small step at the end that most homeowners skip, and that's the part that makes this last. Now, let's break this down into simple steps. Here's what's really happening in your shower. Grout is not solid, it's porous. Under a microscope, it looks like a sponge. Every time you take a hot shower, moisture, soap residue, and skin oils soak into those tiny pores. According to the EPA, mold spores are already present in virtually all indoor environments. You don't bring mold in, it's already there. The only thing it needs is moisture and a surface to grow on. Unsealed grout is perfect for that. Now here's the part most cleaning products don't tell you. Many common bathroom sprays are designed to remove stains or lighten discoloration. They make the mold look gone. But studies published in journals like Applied and Environmental Microbiology show that certain mold species can survive surface treatment if the roots, called hyphae, remain embedded in porous material. So when you spray and wipe, you're often bleaching the surface, not eliminating the growth inside the grout. That's why it comes back darker. So instead of scrubbing harder, we're going to work smarter. Here's the method that actually targets the root problem while staying completely homeowner safe. Step 1. Ventilation. Turn on your bathroom fan or crack a window. Airflow matters. Step 2. Mix this paste. 1 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide. That's the standard brown bottle from any US pharmacy. 2 tablespoons of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of regular liquid dish soap. Mix until it forms a thick paste. Not runny, it needs to stick to vertical grout lines. Why this works? Hydrogen peroxide is an oxidizer. According to multiple antimicrobial studies, it releases oxygen radicals that disrupt fungal cell walls. In plain English, it breaks mold down at a cellular level instead of just lightening the color. Baking soda is mildly abrasive and alkaline. Mold prefers slightly acidic conditions. Changing the pH makes the environment less friendly for regrowth. Dish soap reduces surface tension so the mixture spreads evenly and penetrates deeper into the grout pores instead of just sitting on top. Now here's where retention drops for most people because they rush this part. Don't. Apply the paste generously to your grout lines using a toothbrush or grout brush. Cover every dark line. Then set a timer for 15 minutes. Not 5, not 45, 15. Research on 3% hydrogen peroxide shows that antimicrobial effectiveness peaks within that exposure window before it rapidly breaks down into water and oxygen. Too short, and it hasn't fully worked. Too long, and you're not getting extra benefit. This is where most people mess up. After 15 minutes, wipe with a damp microfiber cloth using gentle circular motion. Don't go Hulk mode, let the chemistry do the heavy lifting. At this point, you should already see a dramatic difference, but here's the mistake that causes mold to return. People stop here. You just cleaned out the pores, they're empty, they're open, and if you don't protect them, moisture will move right back in. According to the Tile Council of North America, cement-based grout should be sealed to reduce moisture absorption. If it's not sealed, it acts like a sponge every single shower. So once your grout is fully dry, completely dry, apply a penetrating grout sealant, not a topical glossy one, a penetrating sealer that soaks into the pores. Brush it along each grout line, let it absorb per the manufacturer instructions, then wipe off the excess. Now here's the bonus step almost nobody does. And this is where long-term results change. Take a hairdryer, low to medium heat, keep it moving across the sealed grout for about 5 minutes. Why? Manufacturers of silicone-based penetrating sealers note that mild heat can accelerate curing and improve polymer bonding inside porous surfaces. In simple terms, gentle warmth helps the sealant sink deeper and bond tighter. Do not overheat it, just warm airflow. Then wait 24 hours before using the shower. Here's what happens next. When you take your next shower, watch the grout lines closely. Instead of darkening from absorbed water, you'll see droplets bead up and roll off. That means the surface is hydrophobic. Water isn't soaking in, and if moisture can't sit in the pores, mold can't set up camp. Now let's keep this real. If you have mold covering large wall areas or damage behind drywall, the EPA recommends professional remediation. This method is for typical shower grout staining and surface mold in residential bathrooms. But for everyday grout lines, this works. And here's something most people don't realize. The American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers reports that bathroom humidity can spike above 70% after hot showers. Without sealing and ventilation, that moisture stays trapped. So also do this moving forward. Run your exhaust fan at least 20 minutes after showering. Or squeegee your walls quickly. It takes under a minute and cuts moisture exposure dramatically. That combination, deep oxidation cleaning, proper sealing, light heat curing, and moisture control, is what stops the cycle. Not scrubbing harder, not buying a stronger chemical, not replacing tile. And the best part? The total cost is usually under 20 bucks. So if you've been blaming yourself for dirty grout, stop. It was never about effort. It was about strategy. Clean deep, seal smart, control moisture. Do those 3 things, and your shower won't just look cleaner. It'll stay cleaner. And next time someone walks into your bathroom and says, "Did you remodel in here?" you'll know the truth. You didn't remodel. You just used science instead of guesswork.